Good morning, boys and girls. Happy fucking Friday. What a week it's been. Jeez. Me and Zed just brewed a fresh pot of coffee and just caught up on the latest episode of Dynamite. It's been a very busy week. I'm really behind. It's the first episode since the Revolution pay-per-view, which was just fucking epic. And again, if you haven't watched AEW yet, or if you don't even know what I'm talking about, you need to look into this, especially if you love pro wrestling. I think it was trending on Twitter after the Revolution pay-per-view that pro wrestling is back. The hashtag pro wrestling is back. This is a very exciting time to be a wrestling fan, in my opinion. And something happened on the episode of Dynamite this past Wednesday when Cody Rhodes, on his recent loss to MJF, was confronted by a returning Jake the Snake Roberts. This is epic, folks. And he's very obviously tied to the Dark Order. Made references to the darkness. And also made references to his client, which I'll get to here in a moment, but basically implied that he wants Cody's share. He doesn't want everything. He just wants what Cody has. I don't know what the story is there. I don't know if there's a rich backstory they can kind of cherry pick from between Jake Roberts and Dusty Rhodes, Cody's father. I don't know if there's something there from their past that, they could really use. But I'm sure they could come up with something really clever. The minds that are doing all the work at AEW so far, they've had a few misses, but I mean, home runs, out the fucking gate. This is obviously associated with the Dark Order in some way. He made references to darkness and shit like that. And he made a reference to a client. Now, this coincidentally comes upon a time where the Dark Order are continuously dropping hints that, they're bringing in a figurehead. The Exalted One, if you will. Kind of like the higher power from the Ministry of Darkness, kind of think that way. But this is, the Dark Order has a comedic edge to it, but it's come a long way. They were the Super Smash Brothers before, and I knew nothing about these guys. They're incredible performers. They got a very dynamic and cool look to them. I wish I saw more tag team matches with Uno and the other guy. I can't remember his name. The skinny dude with the mask. One who wears the Vega mask. So in my Edge Matt Hardy Randy Orton video where Matt was essentially written off of television, he dropped a video shortly after that where it was a Dear Mr. RKO or something like that, and re-scrambling the letters spelled out Dark Order. I'm starting to think that that's just a red herring, especially if Jake is the mouthpiece, his client. Really, there's only one guy I can think of in this position who would kind of need a mouthpiece going in, who putting with Jake Roberts would do something significant, and that's the former Luke Harper Brody Lee, the modern Bruiser Brody. I love Harper, or Brody, or whatever he decides to call himself. He's fucking awesome. I don't understand how he's a leader. Leaders usually speak, so I'm not quite sure how they're gonna work that out. But Who will join the Dark Order? This is a really interesting concept that, you know, everybody keeps making Dungeons of Doom references, but Dungeons of Doom sucked. That was just pure comedy and bullshit and shenanigans. And this right here, this could grow into something very serious. You pick the right guys to put with them. You know, you start killing off their extras, you know, their little jobber guys, and you start bringing over guys like Adam Page or just anybody on the roster really who's having a hard time. Darby Allin, I think, would be a good fit. Jimmy Havoc. You know, there's all kinds of guys who have, you know, that edge to them. Jungle Boy, I would eventually turn heel. That would be a good, that'd be good for him because he's, you know, he's got the Hollywood background. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself on that, but between Matt Hardy and Brody Lee, to me, you know, just to me, it's looking like Brody is the more appropriate fit here. And I say that because if Jake is going to be the manager mouthpiece, if he's going to play that role, why put him with Matt Hardy, who that's his bread and butter, is you know, at this point in his career anyways. You know, he's a mind, he's a talker, and he's great at it. He's not always good on the mic, but when he is, he's on fire. When he's allowed to do what he wants to do, he's on fucking fire. I hope they do put Jake with Brody. I can't wait to see that. If that is the case, can't wait to fucking see it. What do you guys think? Did you catch this recent episode of Dynamite? Are you loyal to WWE? You refuse? I know there's some people, you know, refuse to watch, you know, other products, but honestly, that's what has got the business in the shape that it's in today. But that's an argument for another time. So let's get a dialogue going. Give me your thoughts, ideas. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to delete your archives. I'll see you guys later.
Wise man once told me, never ever turn your back on somebody you respect or you're